As Bama gets ready to play the number 5 ranked Georgia Bulldogs, let's see what's going on with Auburn, LSU, and Tennessee too.
Saturdays are going to look a lot different here at Bryant-Denny Stadium, as it was just announced that Nick Saban has retired after 17 years as head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's here behind me at Coleman Coliseum where President Donald Trump will deliver a commencement speech to May graduates. Traffic here on campus is only going to get worse as the university just announced its biggest freshman class ever, bringing the total number of students to over 43,000. I'm here in Northport where they just opened River Run Park, a brand new $27 million baseball and softball complex. Northridge High School boys soccer is one of the premier programs in the state with a history of playoff appearances. The bar is set high for first-year head coach Topher LaRussa, who is only a couple years older than his players. The 21-year-old has brought a fresh ideology to this team.
So that's how we create our culture. We choose a common goal, which is winning state, and we choose things that we need to accomplish to get there, and then we use that to motivate us. And Monday training sessions like today easily could have been, slow and stuff. It's cold, it was rainy, but yet the guys were yelling, they were motivated, they were excited.
LaRussa's philosophy centers on control, grit, and unity. Just as important is his approach to practice.
He likes attention to detail. It's part of our, he calls it our DNA, control, grit, unify. Control is we control every aspect of the game that we can, every detail that we can.
LaRussa uses that same detail-oriented approach to balance being a sports management student at Alabama and his coaching responsibilities.
It definitely is very difficult to balance, but at the end of the day, it's just what I have to do.
With a program like Northridge, a season's success doesn't even begin to be judged until the postseason. The Jaguars will begin the Class 6A playoffs ranked outside of the state's top 10, despite making it to the Final Four last year. There's that singular focus to help spur on a long postseason run. Local in Tuscaloosa, I'm Philip Dison, WVUA 23 Sports.
As Bama gets ready to play the number 5 ranked Georgia Bulldogs, let's see what's going on with Auburn, LSU, and Tennessee too.
Last year's matchup between Auburn and Texas A&M had the number 15th ranked Aggies fall prey to some Jordan Hare voodoo as the Tigers won on a 4-overtime stunner, ending their playoff hopes. This year, Texas A&M enters the game ranked 9th, and the Tigers are looking for a win after losing at Oklahoma due to some questionable calls the SEC has admitted were errors. Auburn's playoff chances currently sit at 11% per ESPN Analytics, meaning a loss would all but eliminate them from contention by Week 6 and put head coach Hugh Freeze back in the hot seat with a 3-2 start. On to Starkville, where Mississippi State hosts the number 15th ranked Tennessee Volunteers. This is the first 4-0 start the Bulldogs have had in a decade, and Jeff Lebby and company have already doubled the amount of wins they had last season. Lebby is a part of the Josh Heupel coaching tree, as the two were both at UCF in 2018 and 2019. Lebby was an offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach under Heupel and had nothing but good things to say about his former boss.
Having the ability to be able to work for him for those 2 years, there's been a long-lasting relationship there, so able to see him in the moment, in the building every single day as a leader, as a first-time head coach. When we went to Orlando together, there's a ton of things that I learned in those moments, and obviously incredibly appreciative of that time that I got to spend with him.
And finally, in Oxford, the Magnolia Bowl, as number 13th ranked Ole Miss hosts number 4 LSU. Their last 2 meetings have come down to the wire, each team winning at home. LSU these past 2 years have been all offense with a subpar defense, but this year the Tigers' defense is their bright spot. Taking on the defense will be Rebels' backup quarterback Trinidad Chambliss in his 3rd straight start, replacing the injured Austin Simmons. Chambliss has impressed fans and coaches alike as he touts a top 10 QBR, along with 0 turnovers to boot.
Adding fuel to the fire, LSU linebacker Whit Weeks went public with his relationship with Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin's daughter Landry, to which Kiffin responded with 3 words: take the over. That will wrap up Around the SEC. For Football Friday, I'm Philip Dison.